Hi guys, here I am to give you a cookie tutorial. First disclaimer is I am not a professional. I started doing this in October when I was laid up from my hysterectomy. It's something I thoroughly enjoy and I'd love to share with others. As you can see, I have some kind of setup here for my phone so that you can see what I'm doing. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, please reach out and I will do my best to answer them. All right, my first thing to do is prove to you that not all cookies come out of the oven beautiful. It's okay. I like to cook my cookies so that they are no brown around the edges. That's my favorite way to cook them, but it's totally a preference of you. I like them soft. This is my favorite cookie recipe. I like to cook a variety. However, the more different kinds of cookies you make, the more colors you need for frosting. So that's totally up to what you need. So I today have quite a few here, and I'm not going to get to decorating all of these, but I just wanted to show you some variety of cookies to do. And when I do this to make it more manageable, I usually mix up the dough one day. If you looked at my recipe, I usually make that double. This time I made just a single batch, and I got quite a few cookies, but I personally like to make a double batch so I don't bake as often, and then I just store them in the freezer until I'm ready to decorate them, especially if they're just for my family. So these are 6 of the cookies I made. And I also made some sheep, and my kids helped me cut out a few, so we have lots of variety. So I make the dough one night, I roll them out and bake them another night. When I'm rolling out and baking them, I take the dough out of the refrigerator a couple hours before, and then once I roll them out, I do put my cookie sheet in the refrigerator, or right now I'm able to use my porch area, which is quite a bit colder than the rest of my house, to cool the cookies down before I bake them. That helps them keep their shape. You'll notice mine, if I had the cookie cutters would be about the exact same size. If you're spread a lot, it's probably because your dough wasn't super cold, which is totally fine. But if your goal is to have them a little bit more crisp around the edges, and by no means are they perfect, I mean, you can see these spread a little bit, but it's just another thing to do. And then I do the frosting another day. So I just keep, I usually will make the frosting one day even, and then decorate a different day. As far as storage on frosting and cookies will keep in your freezer forever, provided you put them in an airtight container. Frosting, I usually freeze my leftovers right in the frosting bags, especially if you're just practicing and you're sharing with family. I shared some with my family yesterday, and the frosting and the cookies have been in my freezer since Valentine's Day. And when I told them this morning that that's where the cookies and the frosting came from, they were amazed that they still were soft and fresh. Obviously, you know, you may want to make it fresher sometimes, but it's just something that's a personal preference. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I will show you how to mix colors for your frosting.